Hey guys, welcome back to the Shire. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca and I'm a stay-at-home mom and an online reseller. And today we have a yard sale haul, thrift haul, whatever you want to call it. A few days ago, actually on my birthday a few days ago, I did like a day in the life video, which you've probably already seen. And I went to a couple yard sales with my mom, and then there's actually a yard sale I went to with my dad, but I didn't have video footage of it because we weren't planning on going and I didn't have my GoPro with me at the time to take any footage of it. So I'm going to show you now everything I got. I didn't want to put it in the other video because it would just be a little bit too long. So I'm going to show you everything I got to resell online, and then there's some things in here that are just personal items, but it's all mixed together. So I guess I'll just show you as I go and let you know. And before we get into this haul, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what your favorite piece is that I show you. And also, if you're on Instagram, you can follow me over there at TheCozyShire. Okay, let's get into it. My mom and I went to, I think only like 4 or 5 yard sales, but the last one we went to was kind of a community yard sale, sort of. It was like these apartments that I think are mostly meant for older people. And they have like a community room. So they had some stuff outside of the room and then inside, like an indoor yard sale. So that was actually the last place me and her went. But the first thing I'm going to show you is from that. So I'll show you those first. And what I got was these, I say these, there's another one, but I'll show you this one first. So I don't know what to call this. It's not like needlepoint or needlework. This is actually like burlap material and it's like printed on there. So yeah, I don't know. I think you can kind of see it there, but it's not like signed or anything. I don't see anything wrong with it, but I don't see anything that tells me like anything about it either. So here's what the back looks like. And the only thing wrong with it that they noted is that this like hang chain is broken. It's supposed to be attached over here too. Not a big deal at all. Yeah, I'll show you the other one too. This is the second one. So they're both like country, snowy winter scenes. And I saw these almost as soon as we walked inside and I just loved them. I just thought these looked so cool. And if they weren't like snowy winter themed, I'd probably keep them, but I don't decorate very well for each like season. So I'm not up to par to be able to keep these. But this is just the same thing. It's like that burlap material. You can kind of see it. And they only were charging $3 for the two of them together. So I have 100, oh my gosh. I have $1.50 into each one. And I think I'll probably list them separately. I have no idea what to list these at. But I'm glad they're not like breakable. There's no glass or anything. I've been trying to stay away from anything ceramic or breakable. But because of their size, I think I'll list them separately. And just because it would be easier to ship. I mean, if someone buys both of them, I'll figure it out and just get a bigger box, bubble wrap them. But I'm going to have to channel my inner Monarch Alley and try to figure out how to bubble wrap these. But yeah, back, same thing. Like there's some damage, I guess you could call it, whatever on the back here, but nothing that actually affects the front of it. But I have no idea on like how old these are or anything. There's nothing that I've seen. So we'll see if Google tells me something, but those were just so cool. I could not leave them there. So that was the very first thing to show you. I say not the first thing I picked up, but the first thing to show you. This next bag is stuff that was actually from the yard sale I went to with my dad. We had just gone to lunch together and passed this big yard sale on the way back. So this is a flannel shirt. I might keep this for myself. That's kind of why I grabbed it. But I think this was $1. Yeah, it was $1. It's just a flannel, plaid flannel. I think this looks kind of like magenta-y. But I don't know for sure if it's men's or women's. I was talking to my parents and we were just talking back and forth about it. The buttons themselves are on the right-hand side, which we thought would be men's, but this seems, unless it's shrunk, it seems kind of small for a men's in my opinion, but I'll try it on. If it doesn't fit me, I'll sell it. The brand I've never heard of, it's called Alpine Lakes. So if anyone's heard of that, let me know. But I have not. So I grabbed it for myself for $1. And as with anything else in here that if it doesn't fit or doesn't work, I'll resell it. Another shirt I got from this same sale, I think this one was $2. And it's this is definitely a men's. It's just this cool, like, printed casual button down shirt, and then it has these elbow patches, like suede elbow patches. I really like the colorway on this. I think it's really cool. And the brand is Redhead, and it's a men's size large. I haven't sold Redhead before. I think it was Ginger Marvin had talked about how they did decently for them. And just in general, it looks like these shirts maybe go for around the $20 range. So I'll probably list it somewhere between $25 and $30 and hope to get that $20 to $25. But I'm probably gonna wait until we get closer to fall to list that one. But I just thought it looked really cool, so I grabbed it. I also grabbed these shoes, and these are Crocs, but they're like a loafer. They are Crocs. I don't even think they were worn. Oh. Okay, that scared me. Sorry, there's a stink bug on it. I didn't know. It startled me. We have a lot of stink bugs in our house too, but when you don't expect it to be there, it startled me a bit. So anyway, yeah, these are Crocs. Don't think they've been worn. They don't look like they have been. They're a men's size 12, and they're just like this nice brown, like loafer, I guess you'd call it. And they asked $5 for these, so I thought that was fair. But yeah, here's the other one. So I think I looked these up and they would be like $25, hopefully. These are, like I said, new without box or whatever. So maybe I'll list them closer to $30, $35 and see what happens. Sticking with the same yard sale, I also grabbed this cool, I think this is cross stitch. Yeah. This was only 50 cents. I'm pretty sure someone at that yard sale actually made this. Definitely looks handmade. It was actually a Mennonite family's yard sale. We have a lot of Mennonite around here, so it's not unusual. But so my guess is somebody there made this. And I think I'm actually gonna keep this for now and hang it in my office. And then, if I find something I like better down the road, maybe I'll replace it. But yeah, I thought that was just really cool. And you can tell, you can really tell it's handmade just the way it looks. It's not done by a machine or anything like that. So 50 cents for that, really cute. And then for 25 cents, I grabbed this tea towel, obviously vintage, 1987. It just says kitchen prayer and has a little prayer there. It's kind of pinned over here. It's why it's not opening the whole way, but I'm gonna keep it together for now. And then it has like the calendar from 1987. I can't remember who was talking about these, but I feel like I heard somebody say that these like calendar kind of dish towels are still like pretty popular in the vintage community. So I haven't tried them before, but for a quarter, I was definitely willing to take a chance. And then this one has just like this other towel attached to it. Honestly, I'll probably keep this one because these are like flour sack towels pretty much. And I like using flour sack towels myself. So got that. And then another one they had, this was also 25 cents. This one was from 1990. I don't think people use these as dish towels. I'm pretty sure they just display them. So that's what this one looks like. It says, bless this house. Has the calendar. I definitely remember my grandparents having these growing up. So I didn't see any staining. I mean, there's maybe a little bit of like discoloration just from age, but I didn't see any massive stains on them. So we will give those a shot. Next up, from the same yard sale, we're still in the same yard sale, I found this puffer vest. It's kind of a good way to show you. It's a really cool pattern on it. And I saw this symbol, which I know is Ariat, which is a pretty expensive like Western brand. They make boots and other Western items. So this is a down vest, and they were asking $8 for it. And when I went to check out, the lady was actually like, this is $8, is that okay? Like, I don't know if she assumed I hadn't seen the price on it, but I was like, no, that's fine. I wasn't gonna argue with her. Their other prices were really good. But so this is what the tag, I guess you could say, looks like. So this is a women's large. I don't even know if this was worn. It's like, it appears to be in pretty much new condition. And then it says technology equipped, down insulated, machine washable, designed in the USA. And I did check to see, I didn't look at this part. So it's meant to be a packable vest. So it actually has its own like stuff sack sewn right into the inside, so you can just stuff it in there. That's cool. I did check the insulation when I was there because I thought it felt good. And if I can get this open, yeah, the insulation is 100% duck, 90-10 mix. So that's really good. I mean, I did look this up when I was there, not this exact one, not a packable one, but I kind of just looked up, I think, like Ariat puffer vests maybe, and pre-owned, it looked like they were selling around 35 or so. I'm gonna look up more specifically, like exactly what this one is, because I feel like it might go for more. But yeah, even the lady who was selling it, she's like, yeah, those are expensive. I'm like, oh, I know. That's why I'm willing to pay you $8 for it. So that was a cool, unexpected find. Another item from that sale is this bra. I do like to pick up bras to sell, depending on the brand and everything. But this one was $3. I usually like to pick up bigger ones because I feel like they sell better. This one's not a bigger one. And I don't know if you can see it on the camera very well. You can kind of see it's like not completely smooth because it's been washed and stuff. So I typically wouldn't pick this kind up if it in that kind of condition, but this is the brand Third Love. And I have not found Third Love before, but I know they're an expensive bra brand. So I decided to give it a shot. I'll probably try this on for myself first, and then if I don't like it or it doesn't fit, then I will sell it just because of the condition. Like I said, it's not terrible, but I usually like them to be in a little bit smoother condition for something I'm going to sell. So we'll see. I don't know quite what they resell for. I think Ginger Marvin had found a bunch of Third Love in the bins, but they were a lot bigger sizes. So like I said, I wouldn't typically pick up such a smaller size. And then I got just this shirt for myself. It's just an Under Armour like workout shirt, I guess. So that was $2. So as I said, if none of this stuff fits, then I'll sell it. So what I have left is this big IKEA bag, and I'll just kind of go through and show you everything. So that community, that like apartment community, whatever sale we went to, they had tables inside that had a bunch of clothes on them that were just $1 a piece. So I grabbed these. These are just for myself. These are just Danskin brand, like capris or whatever. So those were $1. I'll try them on. And I think these are the same thing. Yeah, same thing, just a little bit different color. And if I don't like them, then I'll lot them together and sell them. Probably not for a lot, probably like 10 to 15 for the two of them. This was another item that was on the table, and I went back and forth about whether I should pick it up or not, but I decided to grab it since it was only $1. So this is what it looks like. It's a pleated skirt, probably like a midi length. And the brand is Jansen, which I don't know if they're still in business, but I have picked up a swimsuit by them before. And this is a size 12. I mean, it's definitely vintage. You can just tell by the brand and the tag. It just says professionally dry clean only, no tumble, may require repleating, and made in USA. So here's what the tag for Jansen looks like. I do think they're like more of an activewear brand, like dance or gymnastics, or I don't know. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from their little symbol or whatever. So, I mean, I can't imagine this skirt. I don't know, maybe it's an old dance skirt or something. No idea. but the downside is that it doesn't have any tags out, any other tags in it. That's the only one. So, and it's like a little bit of an elastic band, not too much. Like I said, it does say it's a size 12, so vintage size 12, but there's nothing that says like what the fabric content is. Because it says dry clean only, and just because like feeling it, I do think this is wool, but I don't know for sure. So I'll probably just put that in my listing that there is no materials tag, but I believe it to be wool or a wool blend. But I thought it looked so cool. It's kind of like these multicolor. It's like mainly blue, but then it has almost like these little confetti, I don't know, bits in it. So I don't know how that'll do, but I don't know. It's one of those things that's like, it's just kind of too cool for me to leave. So that was $1. They also had some clothing racks hanging outside that were usually like coats and stuff. And I found this. This is a Columbia fleece. So it's not North Face, it is Columbia. Does it say Columbia on it? I guess it doesn't say it on the front, but it says it on the sleeve there. Yeah, right there it says Columbia, but this color is so nice. It's still really soft. And this is a women's large, and this was $3. So I love Columbia, and I have trouble because I always want to pick it up, even though it doesn't always resell that great depending on the piece. But I grabbed this because it feels very reminiscent of the North Face, are they called the Denali? The Denali, I think, coats. And it's a large, which is nice, and it's in great condition. So like $3 is still a good price for it. But if it were just like a plain Columbia fleece, like I own several plain Columbia fleeces, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. I don't know. I don't know how much those go for. So for $3, give it a shot. This was also hanging on the rack outside, but I think, oh no, this was $3. Okay. So this is like a denim button-up shirt. It's a holiday shirt. It's embroidered. This is from the brand Let's Quicks Again, New York. I don't know, it's size medium. Here's their tag. I don't really care about the brand. Oh, and it has this little like mistletoe on the collar. What's that say? Copyright, okay. Yeah, I don't really care about the brand. It's just the style. I think this is still kind of a semi-popular style. And I sold a Winnie the Pooh shirt that was like the similar style as like, it's not really chambray, I don't know, denim button-up shirt that was embroidered with Winnie the Pooh stuff on it. And that sold within a day. So this was $3, a little bit more, but I think around Christmas time, it should still sell pretty decently, I would think. I'd probably list it around the $20 range and hope to get 15 to 20. So my mom was there with me helping pick, and she kept finding these shirts, and then I found some too. So this is just a graphic Hurley shirt, and it's assuming it's a men's extra large. And I think these are like, I think they're new. It doesn't feel like it's been like washed or worn really. It even seems like it has like the creases maybe that were original to it. But she's like, hey, I found this shirt. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, for $1. But then it was like, oh, hey, I found another one. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, maybe I'll just like put them together since there's two of them. And then I kept looking through stuff, and I came across two more. So I picked these up. I don't know exactly how well Hurley does, but they're extra large, which is good. And they seem barely worn. This one seems a little bit more worn maybe than the others, but they're still in great shape. So once again, for $1, that like bigger size men's clothing, I think it'll do well. But I think I'm gonna list them separately since there's 4 of them. I don't really want to list a lot of 4, and due to their size, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to like put them in a picture together very well. So I think I'll list them individually, and then people can bundle them if they'd like to. So that's the 4th one. But yeah, they're all extra, extra large Hurley. Just, I don't know, just graphic shirts, I guess, graphic tees. More from this dollar table. Found these shorts, women's shorts. They're just like that outdoorsy material, and they are LL Bean. And these are new with tag. These are swimwear, it says. Okay. I thought they were just like hiking shorts. So there's like swim shorts. These are a size 18, and they're a UPF 50 plus. The 7-inch board shorts, darkest navy. They were $49.95 originally. So for $1, I don't know what they'll resell at, but it's a good size. And since it's apparently swimwear, now is definitely the season for it. It doesn't have the, like a lining or anything, which is why I thought they were just like hiking shorts. I mean, I guess you could use them interchangeably. Like you could hike somewhere where there's water, get in the water, and then hike back. I don't know. I also picked up these, and I didn't look them up because they were $1 and I didn't feel like looking them up, which is not necessarily a good thing. You should look things up. But the brand is White Sierra. It says Think Outside. They're size 6. They're just, once again, like an outdoorsy brand, hiking Capri, I guess. I've not heard of this brand before, but outdoor brands usually do well. They have like their embroidered little W right there. So that's usually an indication that they might be a little bit more expensive of a brand. And I thought they were cute. They just have like this little embroidery. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there you go. Up around the waistband, which is cute. And I think they probably can be rolled just a little bit. No, they have a button down here. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe the button's just a cute detail. But yeah, they've got like a side pocket and the back pockets, belt loops. So no idea what those will go for, but once again, for $1, thought I'd give them a chance. I also grabbed these shorts. These definitely are swim shorts. And I think they're also LL Bean. Yeah, they're also LL Bean, size extra large regular. I don't know how old that tag is from LL Bean. But you know, they're stretchy back here. And then these have like the mesh lining, like inside, like almost like the underwear or whatever. So that's what I thought the other ones would have. That's why I thought those were hiking shorts. And they're just 100% suplex nylon, linings polyester. Seeing if they have like a year or anything on them. Not that I see, but this tag definitely looks older. Maybe not vintage, but a little bit older, so we'll have to see. Another great item for summer. This was also on the table. It's a tank top. It's like pinky tank top. And it has like a raw hem, raw edge, raw hem. Sorry, my hands are shaky. And the brand is Saint Tropez West, and this is a size large. I've heard of that brand. I don't think they're anything special, but I grabbed this because it's a linen top. And I think some people do like to look for linen during summertime. Yeah, it's 100% linen. It's just a really pretty color, I thought. So nice like layering top maybe. Once again, $1. This is all still from that same sale. This one was hanging outside at that same sale. So this was $3, and I kind of went back and forth on whether I should get this or not, but I ended up getting it. So it's this like top, I guess it's a top, or I guess it could be used as a jacket. It's got those big buttons, and it's just plaid. I think it's like a 3/4 length sleeve, but the brand is Pendleton, and it's a size large. So this was $3. I know Pendleton can do well. I know it more as like with the wool items. So I didn't look this up either. I didn't look anything up, really anything up. So I don't know how well it'll do, but I got it because it was 55% linen, 45% rayon. So I thought this was just a nice piece, nice to throw over your other, like a tank top or something in the summertime. This I almost didn't pick up, but still same sale, different table. So this was 50 cents. If you know, you know. California raisins. This is just like I guess it's a fitted sheet, but there's no like elastic or anything left. I don't even know what size sheet this is, but that doesn't really matter. This is from 1988. You can see it on the sheet there. And I grabbed this to sell as like vintage fabric. I haven't tried this before, but I've heard a lot of other people say, especially with like vintage Disney or cartoon kind of character sheets, that people use them, and I don't know what exactly they make out of them, but they make something out of the vintage fabric. So this one is like super pilly. I don't know if you can see it that well, but it's really pilly. So I'll have to note that, 'cause I'm not gonna bother like sweater shaving this whole thing, because I don't know what someone's gonna want to use it for. But for 50 cents, I just thought it was too cool. I couldn't leave it. I mean, I wasn't like a huge California raisins fan, but I know about them. And I'm sure there's someone out there who wants to make something with this. I hope. I'm gonna try to finish out this sale, this community sale. So I got 2 pairs of shoes. I got this pair of Clark's sandals. These were $3. They're like this navy blue leather top. And I don't think these were ever worn. They still have this sticker. Super clean on the bottom. They're the Lisa Vine navy leather in a US size 8. Maybe an 8 wide. I think it says 8 wide. Yeah, so these are wide width, but they're just that like comfort shoe, comfort sandal. I think these are still pretty popular for women to like to wear. So yeah, for $3, definitely gonna grab those. And those might be in like the $20 range. Also for $1, I grabbed these little soccer cleats. They've definitely been used. They're not in perfect condition. But I mean, they're in good enough condition for a little kid to play soccer. I think these were a 10.5. Yeah, US 10.5 kids. It says male, but boys or girls, it doesn't really matter for kids' shoes. But they're just Adidas soccer cleats. I have one other pair of kids' cleats that I have photographed, I haven't listed yet. I think only one pair, but I know like my son just started playing soccer this spring and I found his cleats at the thrift store. So I think they're a good pickup when they're like $1 or $2. Moving on to a different sale, we actually walked up to just a single house, and there were older people that own the home. And I think like going with my mom, it's fun to have some back and forth discussion with people, because she was like, oh, this is like an older person's home. And I'm like, I used to be like that too. When we go yard sailing, I'd be like, oh, like, especially when I was like in college, I was like, oh, this is just all baby clothes or kids clothes. And then as I got older or something, it'd be like, oh, this is just like all old people stuff. But now those are the places I want to go, because either I have kids or I like kind of the vintage stuff to pick up to resell. So this was that place. I got a bunch of these like needlework, needlepoint. That one's cross stitch. Are they all cross stitch? I think they're all cross stitch. This one might just be needlepoint. Anyway, but these were $1 a piece, and I thought that was a good price. They're definitely vintage. This one is Smoky Mountain Distributors Kit, Great Smoky Mountains. So this is just like a bear, Smoky Mountains bear. It was originally $10, it looks like. And I'll only pick these up if they're like still completely new. Like this one, you can tell is like nothing's been done. It hasn't been started or anything. So either completely new in package, or if something's like completely finished like this. I don't do ones that are half finished. I don't know if anyone really likes those. So I got that bear one. And then I got a pack of 4. They were still $1 each. And it says that they're from the Heritage series, fine needlework designs from the Posy collection, preserving our story in stitches. And it looks like these were originally like $11. Oh, well, this one was 11. The other one was 15, 11, and 10. So they weren't like super cheap. But they are different, not monuments. I don't know. I'll just show them to you. So this one's for Yellowstone National Park. This one's Old Faithful. And it does say, like, on the tag, it says YellowstoneAssociation.org, Geyser cross stitch. So I'm thinking these might have been ones that you had to purchase, like, while you were there, like in a gift shop maybe. But yeah, so I found that one. Obviously these are all new and sealed. This one is Devil's Tower National Monument. I'm not sure where that is, but I have been to Yellowstone, but I was like 11 when I went. I don't recall what Devil's Tower is, and I don't know what this $4 sticker is. I didn't pay $4, so I'll have to get that one off. This one is just a bison, Yellowstone National Park, Montana, Idaho, Wyoming. And the last one is Black-tailed Prairie Dog, Devil's Tower National Monument. So maybe, I'm just thinking about this stuff as I like show it to you. I didn't plan this. So maybe I'll pair them up since these both seem to be from Devil's Tower, whatever that is. I might do these two in a set together and then these two together since they're both Yellowstone. I think that might make sense, but I didn't look them up, so I'll have to look those up. I just thought they were really cool since they were like kind of touristy and national park. I think those kinds of things can be collectible. The other thing I got from that person's yard sale was these boots. It was like the first thing I saw when we got there. These are Durangos. I'm assuming they're vintage. Maybe not. I don't know. The sole now doesn't look that vintage to me, but it just says Durango oil resistant. They look like they have barely been worn. Like there's some like just like surface dirt probably from being stored, but they're in great condition. A little bit of like scuffing or whatever. Once again, I think it's more storage than from use. And I feel like these are more of like a work boot rather than like just like a Western cowboy boot. I think they're more of a work boot. That's probably why it says that they're oil resistant on the bottom. But these say Durango. It says they're a size 8.5 double E, which I feel like is extra wide, but I think it depends on if that's men's or women's. And I think these are men's. I tried to kind of get it out of the older person who was holding the sale. And it sounded like they were like the husbands of the other lady who was there, but I think he had passed. So I think these were his, but I don't think they were worn much at all. But it just says leather upper and lining, balance all made man materials, made in China. So maybe they aren't vintage. I don't know. I'll have to look them up. You can kind of see that there's writing in there. I can't really show it to you clearly, but I grabbed these because they were only $5. And I can't imagine that a pair of leather Durango boots would not be worth the $5 pickup. So I'll take my leather conditioner to them. Yeah, I don't know. They kind of have like, it just feels a little bit rough, like I think from storage. So got those. There was a different yard sale that I went to that had a whole bunch of vintage things, but I couldn't really tell what might be good and what wouldn't be. So I ended up getting like nothing to resell, but I did find this nice mug for myself and it just says be kind and it was $1. So I like it. It's a nice big mug and it's pretty. So got that for myself. The very first yard sale we went to that day, I found this pair of wrestling shoes. They're Adidas like boys wrestling shoes, and they were $3. I have one other pair of wrestling shoes, photographed, not listed yet, that are A6 brand. I think I paid $3 for those as well. So I don't know how well they'll do, but just like the A6, these actually seem to be in better condition even than the A6 shoes. So I think it's just another one of those things where it's kids try sports and parents don't want to spend full prices for new things. So they want to buy them secondhand. These are a kid's size 3.5. So they're male 3.5. And yeah, just a nice wrestling shoe. So hopefully those will do well. Maybe they might not do too well until like winter time, because I think that's wrestling season. So they might sit a little bit, that's okay. And then they had some DVDs and everything. And they also had like 2 video games sitting there that my mom pointed out to me. I hadn't made it to that table yet. And I don't typically look at video games at yard sales. And the reason is, one, I don't know like anything about video games. So I can't just look at titles and know what's good and what's not. And I'm not going to stand there and like scan every single game to see if they're good or not. So most people, I would say, list theirs or have them marked between like $5 and $10 at most of the yard sales I've been to. If there is a yard sale where there's just like a couple, I'll scan them if I have time and feel like it. So this is one of those. I know that Guitar Hero can be a good game, but I don't know which platforms it's good for and like which ones are good. So I looked this one up and it looked like it was selling around $25. And it's one of those things where there's a lot listed, but there's also a lot sold. Oh my gosh, and I am really upset because I just realized what happened. Okay, I just wasted $1. Ugh, this is frustrating. This is not the Guitar Hero game. Ugh. So they had a Call of Duty game there too, a case. And it was not, there was no game in it. So now I have an empty Guitar Hero case and Xbox 360 Battlefield 3 limited edition. I guess I'll be looking this game up and see if it's worth selling. That is so frustrating. I'm so annoyed with myself. These are the kind of things that you need to like slow down. I even pulled the disc out and checked because I'm like, oh, it's in good shape. It's not even the same game. That's really frustrating, but okay. It was only $1. So anyway, moral of the story was that, or the rest of the story was, I asked her how much the video games were, and she was like, oh, I don't know, $1. And I was like, heck yeah, I'll do $1 to turn it into 25. Guess I can't do that now. So yeah, I guess, I don't know. Am I gonna see if the case is worth something? Probably not. I guess I'll see if the game is worth anything. I don't have like a separate case to ship just the game in though, so we'll have to see. That's annoying though. Well, that's everything I picked up from the yard sales from my birthday yard sale haul, I guess. So it was a good birthday. I had fun, and it wasn't a planned sourcing day. Surprisingly, my mom was just like, let's go yard sailing. So I wanted to do more yard sailing this weekend, but this is kind of the time when I need to get real with myself and be like, hey, you have a ton of inventory that needs listed. So I am not going to yard sale anymore this weekend, and I might try to take some more time off from yard sailing, and it hurts me to do that, but I already have totes full of stuff that needs listed, and I just can't keep buying and not getting the time to list the stuff because I don't have the room to store it. So I do need to keep making videos though for you guys, and I want to keep doing that. So I know I'm a couple videos ahead right now. I might take some time off of sourcing so I can do more photos and get stuff listed, because it doesn't matter if you buy the stuff if you don't list it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to let me know what your favorite item was that I found, and let me know if you found anything cool recently at any yard sales, and I will see you guys in the next one.